Well, hello there, YouTube. Welcome to a 41 degree Monday, the 29th of April. It's it's raining again, just lightly, but no downpours so far this morning. Boy, they just kept coming last night. Just boom! And it's so loud you can actually hear the gutters running. That's crazy when it rains that much. It's just a wall of water. But it's springtime in the Northwest. That's kind of what it does around here. Just gets everything wet and keeps it that way. That's where all that green comes from. Look how far that lawn has jumped in 1 week. That's because they got plenty, and I do mean plenty, of water. So, yeah, that'll be a jungle to mow. By the time it's dry enough, I can do it. So, let's bounce. Start off a new week. 46 degrees here in Ventulo. And it was wet the whole way here.
Entire time.
Yep. And oddly enough, as we're sitting in the parking lot, the rain isn't falling.
And not coming with it.
Yep. Anyway, Mama,
Yes,
it's Monday Fun Day.
It is a day.
Get in here and bust out a new week.
All right.
All right. You have yourself a wonderful Monday.
You too, sweetie.
I'll see you as the day goes on.
All right.
Love you. See you. Bye.
I love you.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
See, 21 or 22 GSA. But there's some rain in them clouds. I hope I don't get it. I could. I was looking at the radar. Looks like I'm pretty safe to take a rip. But that don't mean nothing. So this gentleman gotta hit the pad there. He was in just shy of 1,300 miles ago and had a service done on it. And he thinks ever since he had the service done, it was a service with valves. Tim did it, and he thinks that it's noisy since we did the service. But it was a valve inspection. It didn't need any valves adjusted. So there's nothing Tim could have done to it. You don't take anything apart. Take the valve covers off, roll the motor over to the correct spots, and do your inspection, and that's it. The one thing that's kind of got me concerned, he had that service. I wonder how long it was since he had the last service, because the reason I asked that, because the oil is black for having 1,200 something miles on it. Like frighteningly black. Not frighteningly, it just shouldn't be that black. Now, if you haven't changed oil in a long time, and you, well, I've never seen that display on the Nav 6 before. I probably did when I was looking through trying to choose what kind of, visual you want going on. But anyway, if you don't change your oil very often, you bring it in with just really black oil, it will change the color of the new oil really quick. In the past, I've literally had people accuse me of not changing the oil because the fresh oil turned black like right away. Come on. That's kind of what it looks like. The oil feels, I stuck my finger in there and grabbed some that was sitting around the cam chain and stuff. You can stick your whole finger and it feels like fresh oil. Sure don't look it. But my concern with that is does he have a clutch going out? But it doesn't have a clutch smell to it at all. And in fact, I thought this was the one that Tim replaced. Oh, look how beautiful that is. Isn't that gorgeous? Wow, it's like a salmon color. Oh, beautiful visuals. But he says it's really noisy. Well, I don't want to scare the dogs here. At around 3,500, progressively gets worse. That absolutely sounds like a K5X boxer motor. They have those sounds. You gotta give it enough time that nothing can sneak out around that van. Oh, come on. You ain't gonna slow my roll, are you? That's a Tacoma guy. Those guys are usually racing around like crazy. Man, I should have taken a shot out the window at what it looked like out here about 20 minutes ago. I said, well, I ain't getting no test ride anytime soon, because it was flat coming unhinged. I said, well, I won't be test riding this for a while. And then the wind came and was blustering about and dried itself off. The sun and the rain combined, that always helps dry it out quick. What was that? The cam shift sound seemed a little louder than normal. Let's make that thing activate here. People think I'm crazy. They're making an equal sound left and right. You just goose it and it'll cause the cam to shift. And you hear it. One, it does it really fast, and two, it has to overcome this spring-loaded ball bearing that essentially ensures that it locks it in place once it shifts, you know. That's normal sounds. It just seemed weird at first. It almost has a detonation sound. That's what always scares me the first time I hear it. When you haven't been goofing around enough for a while to set it off on your own, you know. Well, it sure is nice. You're going down the freeway or something and just kind of cruising along. You're in 6th gear and you should shift down to, you know, 5th or 4th to goose it and get around something. You hear that cam shift kick in and hold on, baby, you done put her in top end mode. There, ripper. Runs like an absolute top. He's knocking on the door of 30,000 on it. You know, that could be surely in this as many miles he's ridden it hard enough to hear the cam shift over. So you can make the clutch slip. No. Definitely doesn't have a clutch slippage issue. Actually, it's actually very pleasing. Very pleasing. Sounds like the typical rattle noise that a boxer makes. Boy, them 1300s. I'm sure I'll get used to it. I pretty much have. But I haven't ridden enough of them that it just, you know, like these, if they do something weird, it catches my attention. Otherwise, I'm used to all that cackling and rattling and kind of slappy sound that they have. It's just what they do. It's the nature of the vehicle, you know. Alright, I'm going to take a right here. Whatever you are, little silver minivan, SUV, whatever you are. Thank you for not running me over. They sure dolled that thing up. They worked on it quite a while though, didn't they? I'm gonna ride it in between these, you know, that'll create a echoey sound. Sounds like I'm riding a K5X. Nice and spunky, fun. Yeah, but you're not physically acting on the cams or shims or anything when you're doing the adjustment. You got a tool that you roll the engine over with the spark plugs out, obviously. They're almost impossible to turn over without the spark plugs out. You can do it old school way. You can put it in 6th gear on the center stand with the plugs out and bump it over like a Harley. But why do that when you have this nice little tool that grabs the cam sprocket and just rolls it over nice and easy? That lady thought for sure I was going to come rushing down at her. Wow, look at these trees. It's amazing. You guys remember a few years back, there was a GS. Somebody had parked it on the center stand outside, which is great. But the side stand was out. I was busy. It was my next job. Grabbed it and rolled it in the door. Shot across the shop. Hit my ramp. Guess what happens when you hit a ramp with a side stand down? You find out how quick a GS can be snapped out of your hands, and I mean snapped out. It's like something hit it from the left and sent it to, I mean, it just literally snapped it out of my hands. Oh, wow. Luckily, it landed right on those mats on the right side of my my lift there. And the only damage was the windshield. And it wasn't that bad on the fall, but I was by myself, and well, I can't just leave it laying there, so I just grabbed it by the rear rack and it just slid. It was like one of those, you know, those pucks you put under furniture so you can move it around. Well, there was dust under that mat, and I just grabbed it and slid it, but the windshield was snagged in my bench. So I really roughed it up. Didn't break it, just scuffed it up really bad. And he had the veneer, whatever they call them. Is that what they call them? Veneer bags? The plastic bags for these things. Had those on there, and it scratched that when it fell. The bag was far enough out that it hit the floor. I still have the bag too. Just a little scratch, but it's just like a collision repair. Anything that was scratched got replaced. I think the handguard, just some piddly things. It's no big deal. Yeah, hold on here. When you roll on that thing slow, get a spot right, go slow and take off again. There may be some detonation going on there. It does kind of sound like detonation on tape. Oh, they got a green. Well, it's like a race. That light turns green and they go rolling, don't they? himself up some nasty old fuel. Get going low here. That sounds like Detonation more than there's a little cam shift because when you load it and goose it, you will hear the cams shifting. You get it just right, they'll go back and forth a little bit. But, oh, he's got the hill stop set on this thing. Anyway, thanks for coming along for a rip on a GSA. We'll take a sniff of that gas, and it's almost like he's got weak gas in it. That sounds like a little bit of Detonation added in there too. But all right, we're gonna roll. Well, hello there, YouTube. Dogs, Sasha wooing, Annie barking. Leo's over there making noise a while ago. So only had a little bit towards the end of the day there to figure out those last 4 questions, which actually turned out to be 5. There was a 5th one that I was missing. But I needed buds, I needed a Spyder and stuff like that to answer some of those questions and to verify whether I was right. But I came home, had a little snack, opened up the exam thing online, and fumbled my way through it and did a little and hit submit. Passed it with flying colors.
Nice.
I'll sleep good tonight, I tell you what.
Oh yeah, he's been stressing.
Yeah, that was probably one of the worst. BRP's come out with some whoppers, but that beats them all right there. Wow. Yep. But anyway, that's done for a year. And then it comes back again this time next year.
Yes.
I dreaded that, from way back when. I became master in 2010 or 11, somewhere in there. And yeah, that master exam every year. Wish I didn't take the master course.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good. So all's good. They ain't gonna kick me out of the shop yet. But anyway, I think on that we're gonna bounce.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and you guys have a wonderful Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah, buddy. All right. Appreciate you watching.
Yes.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
See you in the morning.
Bye-bye now.